we are rounding out 2017 here, 2016. And I was just looking at all the papers. I love to get the papers on the last 2 or 3 days of the year, just to see how life's big recap. So let's go around and sort of see. Maybe I don't need this. Who am I kidding? Of course I do. What everyone's talking about. And we were talking about whether 2016 was actually a good year or a bad year. And USA Today called it surreal, which sort of splits the difference. It was sort of a surreal year. The Orlando nightclub shooting, the Donald, things like that, a terrorist attack in Nice, France. You had the Olympics. Fidel Castro died. John Glenn died.
The Cubs won.
The Cubs won. Pokemon Go. Debbie Reynolds and Carrie Fisher. Prince dies. It was. I mean, if you look at that, it was less than surreal. It was tough. We had a tough year. Yes, granted, as you pointed out, a lot of the people that died before their time, they had a hand in it because there was a lot of prescription drugs or whatnot, but they still left. So.
It's still a tragedy.
It was still a tragedy. Can you explain something to me? A flying warehouse, Amazon is aiming high to have drones deliver merchandise. How is that? They're going to take up all the space and they're going to be roaming around with drones all over the city?
They're going to have, I don't think it's going to be in the city at the beginning. I think it's more rural areas that they're working on. But if you have...
Some of these distribution plants are so far away, they can still control them all by drones?
I think they're going to go market by market as they roll it out. But yeah, that's the whole thing.
Well, they're probably as excited as we are, tapping into
they're in uncharted territory.
Uncharted territory. Right?
That's for sure.
So let's see. Good Riddance 2016. Here you go. You ready? This is how USA described it. Good Riddance 2016. It was tragic. It was bizarre. It was surreal. Marked by the intense, irrational reality of a dream. Crazy. Crazy. Just a tough.
What am I blocking, Doug?
You're blocking?
I mean, Doug has asked me to block something. Who? Doug. Doug has gotten into the circle of trust on the blocking.
I thought Doug had to go somewhere. Doug is here?
Doug is here. I think that was somebody else. That was an Instagram.
All right, how far deep do you want me to go into papers, Lance?
Go into.
Pick the next one.
If you don't see anything there. Yeah.
Well, I didn't read them all through. I haven't read. I gotta be honest with you. When I get on an airplane, I grab the papers.
Right. I mean, in fairness to Jenna, I just ran out and picked the newspapers up and
threw them at me. Good luck. Go do headlines.
Go do headlines. But this was the segment that Josh introduced for us, so we wanted to do. Doug is asking what your favorite board game is.
My favorite board game? What a great question. Probably, I don't know if it's a board game per se, but I love Rummy Cube.
Yeah, sure.
I like, what else do I like? Obviously your Scrabbles, your Trivial Pursuits. Not that I'm great at them, but I love them. Oh, 2016 was Unmerciful. Forgot, that's a good one too. Yeah.
Picanator says no one's going to put Jenna in a corner.
Nobody puts baby in a corner. Nobody.
Risk or Monopoly?
Oh, Risk. I never got Monopoly. I say the world is divided to people who understand Monopoly and those who don't. I like a game you can win or lose. Monopoly goes on forever until somebody gets bored. That's how I see it. No? Do you agree?
Yes, I agree.
Oh, this is recapping the best. Is this whatever 2016 may have brought elsewhere to TV, it brought an abundance of riches. Here is the top 10 list. More good ones than any top 10 list. Still tradition wins out. Here are USA Today's critic. Top 10 shows of 2016, okay?
Okay.
Number 1, The People vs. O.J. Simpson and American Crime Story. I really feel like I was the only one that missed that.
Did you think O.J. was guilty or innocent?
See what?
That FX's The People vs. O.J. Simpson. The remake of it?
Seen a couple episodes.
I heard it was amazing. Was
Yeah,
it?
it was really good.
I never saw it.
I
Did
didn't
you see it?
finish it yet.
I didn't watch it, but I was wondering if you thought OJ was guilty.
Well, I only thought he was guilty because he killed 2 people.
Oh, you thought he was guilty of that?
No, he was guilty of that.
He was found not
He
guilty.
was found not guilty, but he was guilty. But
Okay.
everything worked out the way it was supposed to. He's in jail right now.
Got it.
Number 2 was Atlanta, also on FX. Were these all on FX? Number 3 was The Americans, also on FX. Number 4, Insecure. Never saw it. How about number 5, The Full Frontal with Samantha Bee? Number 6, Connor. Number 6, the best shows of 2016 is Westworld.
Really?
What are they saying about Westworld? We talked about this yesterday. I don't understand what the hell's going on this show. Westworld. Well, that was something. That's how it starts. What exactly was going on in this extremely well-acted mix of sci-fi, thriller, conspiracy, drama, and rumination on the nature of storytelling is still up for debate. But at least it's a show worth debating. See?
That's kind of depressing, right?
No one knows what the hell's happening.
And a show that was only 10 weeks long and started in mid-October made the
I
top
know.
7. That's like...
Now this, I say, is one of the best shows on television. Nobody talks about it, and it's Blackish. It is so funny on ABC. I watched number 8, The Night Of, from HBO. That was really good. Of course, I watched all but the last episode, because that's how I run. Number 9, the Netflix drama, The Crown, and last but not least, ABC, Speechless. So those are your top 10. And then 2016's most tweeted about TV hashtags. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Number 1, Game of Thrones. Number 2, The Walking Dead. And number 3, Grey's Anatomy. Let's see if they have any more lists.
I think on the back they have, there's like these, it seems like there's something in the back page.
Oh,
Where's
those are I think the songs.
Oh.
Best songs. Here, the 10 songs that define 2016. Music. Number 1, Formation by Beyonce. Don't know it. And there's an explanation of each song. Before she doused fans with lemonade, Beyonce kicked off the year with Formation's groundbreaking video and Super Bowl performance. I did see that. Number 2, Panda by Designer, by Desliner. It's Designer. I need a second pair of glasses. Number 3, Closer by the Chainsmokers featuring Halsey.
Yeah, I hate that song.
Okay. Number 4, Famous by Kanye. Number 5, Work by Rihanna. Number 6, The Black Beatles, Ray Strummer featuring Gucci Mane. I mean, am I so far out of touch? Number 7, One Dance by Drake. Number 8, Stressed Out by 21 Pilots. I don't know any.
Mayquest actually is asking a question here, and I think I know the answer to this, but I'm going to let you answer it. Mayquest 33 says, "What's your favorite song at the moment?"
My favorite song at the moment is
Cleopatra coming at you by the Lumineers. Yeah, I knew that. Okay, Brett Turner 1 says, "You read my comment earlier. My daughters were so excited. We love you."
What's your name?
Brett Turner.
Brett. It's awesome, dude. How old are your daughters? How many daughters do you have? Is it for USA Today?
Judy 1534 says, "Have to leave you now,
No,
but love your show.
no.
Happy New Year. Catch you again in 2017."
What?
I think she may have to go to work.
Work.
Paola G71 says, "Love your weight loss tips and exercise tips, but where do I get started when you have over 60 pounds to lose?"
I will tell you where to get started. And it's not, I'm not hawking anything. Everything I know about health, wellness, fitness, losing weight, starting, staying, motivating, all of it is in my book, Thinner in 30. That's why I wrote it. I wrote it when I needed to lose all my weight after having the baby, and I didn't know where to start. And I thought it was going to be so easy, and it wasn't. And I needed to just wrap my head around something, and so I wrote this. Lance read the book. Lance, how
I
did you
lost
lose?
40 pounds.
40.
The woman is a genius because,
40.
like, just the book is so logical. I didn't even know I was going on a diet. Like, I literally just wanted to
You make me
stop.
want to kiss you every time you talk like that. So thank you very much.
And still, you haven't.
So I haven't, nor will I. But let me tell you something. You look a little bit different.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, let's move on to the New York Post. The headline, "The Bum's Russian. Obama ousts 35 spies in a slap at Putin." This is all stemming from whether or not the Russians hacked into the U.S. Oh, we deem they did, right? It was found that they
I
did.
mean, apparently, I don't know that I don't know how many people voted because of the Russians, but.
Well, anyway. How about this? The new toys that, like in our day it was the Cabbage Patch Kid that were impossible to get.
Right.
Now it's something called the Hatchimal.
Right, the Hatchimals, yeah.
The Hatchimals. Well, now there's all these people saying that the Hatchimals, they're going berserk and they're dropping F-bombs and they're like trying to sue the toy company. I don't know what this Hatchimal is. I guess it talks to you or something.
I don't know what that is, but I did get Alicia is in Aruba with Booba, my daughter.
Alicia is Lance's ex-wife with his daughter.
My daughter, and Booba was going nuts because there were no Legos, and Alicia ended up having to spend $140 on a Lego thing while she was there.
Wow. Pink had a baby. Interesting name.
Paola G71 says, "Thank you. I'm going to go buy the book right away."
You're welcome.
You will not regret it.
You won't regret it.
Kayla Lee says, "Good morning. I'm so late."
Hey. New York, what is this? New York one but him. Anyone but him. Giants should root hard against wild card date with Rodgers.
Oh,
Aaron Rodgers is the last man the Giants should want to see in the NFC wild card round next week, according to blah, 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 blah.
How is that shaping up? Who are the Giants? How's playoffs? Any idea? You guys are.
Connor?
I think they're in the wild card.
They're in the wild card. I don't know. We don't know if they're playing yet. They have to
No,
get through
because
this
the
weekend. They're playing the Redskins.
Redskins are still in the hunt. And,
And they play the Redskins on Sunday, right? Or Saturday?
yeah.
Giants.
I think so. Yeah, I'm pulling it up right now.
Newsday, the Knicks are having some issues. Obama strikes back.
Well, actually, the Knicks. I saw Phil Jackson and Jenny Buss broke up.
That was a couple days
A couple
ago.
of days ago. I'm sorry.
So you're gonna have Phil Jackson here for a while. He's not going back to LA as a result. I've never actually.
That's good for the Knicks, though, right? He's doing
Yeah, because they're doing so great. But we want them to do even greater.
DKB 1112 says, "Jenna, can a woman in her 50s be as toned as you are?"
Yes, I believe you can. You got to start. You got to do something. You got to clean up your diet, and you have to start getting moving.
I'm in my 50s. I ran a marathon when I was in my 20s. I have found that with losing as much weight as Jenna basically got me to lose, I'm running easier now than I did 25 years ago.
Yeah, less on your
Yeah.
joints, less on everything. Take another one of these.
Sean Delco says, "Here's a question. Do you think the press media has changed? Is hard-hitting news no longer what? Is hard-hitting news no longer?"
No, I don't think so. I think there is.
Well, actually, it's a year-end show. How do you think the news media handled the last year in terms of the
I think
election?
the news media got beat up.
You think they got beat up justifiably, or are they?
Not necessarily. You don't understand that the news media works off of the demand and what people seem to want.
So the people wanted Clinton. So the press was very pro-Clinton
Look,
during the election.
they were very pro-Clinton, but I think they understandably felt Donald Trump was difficult to cover, deal with, have access to, and he made it difficult for them. So there wasn't always an opportunity to report.
So you feel they were they
Well, he insulted them. He called individuals out. If he didn't like the way the interview went, he banished them from covering him. I mean, that's not how you handle the media. That's not how you handle the media. And as a result, I think they.
You don't think you thought that they
justifiably.
were unbiased? Like, isn't a journalist supposed to be unbiased? Or
No, you can't say that in today's day and age. I think various news outlets have, lean one way or another. We all know which way Fox leans. We all know which way MSNBC leans. We all know that CNN.
But I'm asking it, like, we didn't used to know which way Walter Cronkite leaned. We didn't used to know which way.
I know, but I think politics have taken such a turn where every little thing is a.
But those people were,
party.
like, the journalists during, like, World War II and stuff. I mean, like, they were. It just feels like it was just a different world. Like, they were obviously dealing with very important issues back then.
I really think that if Donald Trump came out and respected the media more, what do I mean by that? By not I'm never talking to them. He doesn't know what he's talking about, or I'm done with you, news outlet. You don't even know how to report a story. Like, if he didn't act, he was so angry. Like, he was very angry towards the media, and it didn't lend itself towards the media.
And I found it ironic though, because you had the Times and all of these people saying, oh, like we have to prevent like somebody who's fascist. And a number of years ago, I read a book called Buried by the Times, which was about the New York Times reporting on the Holocaust. And you would see like these things about like events in Bergen-Belsen, and they were all buried in like literally on page 818. It wasn't on the front page, all of these different events. So I just found that there was this whole thing. I thought it was sensational, just from the outside, as from journalists.
Sure, I mean, it's interesting.
Somebody is saying, Doug says we need Woodward and Bernstein again.
I know.
That's.
I know.
Brian Yarger says, can your first sketch be Charlie the Puppy, the Today Show? Do you know what I'm talking about?
There's a puppy on the Today Show.
Oh.
It's their mascot. We
Gotcha.
can get a puppy.
What's, no, we can't, I'm allergic.
Oh yeah, sorry.
You can have a puppy by you, but I can't then come.
Lance is allergic to dogs.
Yeah, we're not going to have a puppy here. We might get a snake, a pet snake.
Let me tell you, if you ever bring a snake in here, I'm done with the show. I want to make sure I said that clearly. If I ever see a snake close to me, I am never doing this show. I'll never come back here.
You don't like snakes?
It's not that I don't like them. I will literally I will die. I'm absolutely terrified. Did I make my point? I just want to make sure that we're very clear. I don't want you to think it's a joke and have like a big snake on this table, because you'll never see or hear from me again. I will die.
What kind of pranks?
I will like jump out this window.
I walk into an elevator in this building every day with like 8 dogs.
Yeah, but you don't hate dogs, you're just allergic to them.
Right.
I hate snakes. Hate is not strong a word enough.
But the snake wouldn't kill you.
Oh, it sure will.
They're good pets. They run away.
I don't want a snake.
I had a pet snake, actually.
I don't even want to hear about it, because I don't want
It
to
escaped.
think that it's okay for you to bring. Yeah. See, that's wrong.
That's what I was told.
L.
Sean Delka wants to know, who's your news person to watch? Mine is Rachel M. I think her research team is insanely good, but not enough time to go really deep.
She has a full hour every night at 9 o'clock. I would say she's got enough time to go pretty deep.
Doesn't have the 4 hours. I guess we could go deeper.
I don't know. Hey, remember Josh went to see
Sandra Bernard? Yeah.
They
wrote a review?
Her.
What'd they say? Oh, I'm sorry.
They said Sandra Bernhard at Joe's Pub.
Marvin's in the room.
Hi, Marvin. Marvin, where is it? Oh, remember Chris DiStefano? He was on our show.
Yeah.
Chris DiStefano, known for his appearance on MTV's Talking Head series Guy Code and Girl Code, Mr. DiStefano is an energetic comedian with a knack for impressions whose stand-up increasingly explores his life as a new parent. For these 2 shows, he will be supported by Angelo Lozada, the resident warm-up comic for The Daily Show with Trevor Noah, and the stand-up Rodney Laney at 8 and 10:30, Gotham Comedy Club in Manhattan. Very nice. Macy Gray. I don't see... Oh, here it is. Sandra Bernhardt will perform her scaldingly sarcastic new musical comedy show, Santa Monica Boulevard, Coast to Coast, 10:30 p.m. Joe's Pub. That's for Joe. Oh, it wasn't a review. Very neat, though. And I got my SAG movie, Lance. You know,
You did?
I'm
Oh,
a
you
SAG
got-
member of Manchester by the Sea, in case you want to see it again.
You got your copy of that comedy?
It was a rom-com, is what it was.
It was.
My parents didn't love it. Did I tell you that? Remember we talked about
Yeah. I actually liked it. I found it was, if you're going to be depressed, it's a good depressing.
If you feel like being depressed, that's the way to go.
It's a good depressing movie. It'll make you depressed.
Good.
Just about every moment. Sean says it's a great movie. Amsel for you says I miss her on the Today Show. Sig says me too.
But I'm here.
But we're here. Just put on your phone wherever you are. We have the. Do you want to do the staring history in the face?
Okay. This was interesting.
Doug, I do have too many live feeds to watch. Lori, yes. So Doug, the one thing, the Periscope erases, the other ones stay, so I try to keep an eye on it, but when I'm reading the other ones, it's nearly impossible for me to read two things.
So we did, one of our brackets was favorite artist, and on the front page of the New York Times art section is a painting
So Chuck Close.
by Chuck Close. And he's in one of our art brackets. And it's basically combining two of our brackets. It's talking about art at where is it?
It's like the portraits.
Like historical portraits as art, and how they have them all over the White House, and how they're so popular. Anyway, we did a whole thing on your favorite historical figure.
To have lunch with, to have dinner with, right?
And we did a whole thing on your favorite artist, and the New York Times was like, we have an idea, Jenna. Based on your show, we would like to do an article on historical figures based on art. And I was like, you go ahead and do your thing. You do you, New York Times. You do you. So check that out in the art section. All right, love.
Doug's asking when the team brackets will be done. We're getting close. We have to do a further update, Connor, on some of the. Do we have any more brackets that are closed? I think we need to update. Then we have some of the other.
I think we did all of them. Where did we end yesterday?
All right, just if you can get.
Should we take a break and come back and do some
Well,
brackets?
do you want to do some brackets? We can do that. I think we're. And I had just a few more comments. Do you want comments?
Let's do all comments, sure.
Kayla Lee's, I caught up on the Jenna Wolf show last night while me and my family were singing. I laughed so much. Jenna is hilarious.
Oh my gosh, love you. Thanks.
Yeah, you could watch, just for those of you who are on Instagram and think it just goes away because Instagram Live goes away. The other feeds like Periscope Live, the Periscope feed is up on Periscope, it's up on Twitter.
We're up all over the
YouTube
place.
has it, so you can go and see where else. Mitchie Pitch says, why are you not on the Today Show? I loved your workout tips.
I'm going to do them here. I wanted to do more than just workouts. That's all they really wanted. They were giving me time to do was those fitness pieces, which I love doing, but now I get to do that plus everything else, and that gives me more of an opportunity to grow, and that's what we should all be doing.
Okay, Sig76 says, please say hi from Vermont.
Hi.
Amsel for you says hi from Texas.
Hello there.
Mayquest33 says ditto to the snakes.
Good.
I think that's a ixnay on the snakes.
Yep.
I think I got the message.
Let
Julie.
me tell you something. I was in Fort Lauderdale one time, and I was running with my friend outside. Or no, she was going to meet me. I went for a little jog just around the block. And as I was running, there's very lush there. A little snake, not thicker than my pinky, but long, this big, slithered from one side of the sidewalk to the other. I really truly believe I went into cardiac arrest. I ran as if someone had a torch of fire up my ass, not touching it, literally up it. You know how fast it would run? That was me running down the sidewalk after I saw this dinky little snake, which the snake probably did the same thing when they saw me, probably went back to the snake home and been like, I saw the largest human coming at me. I slithered away like there was a torch up my ass. Not near it, literally up my ass. I'm sure that's what was happening in the snake community.
Margie Lucy says, Lance, if you bring a snake, I think I'll stop watching. Please don't.
All right, so we're all on the
With a
same
scary
page.
face emoji. Kathy K just joining, tried to go to the beach, too cold, 67 degrees in Boynton Beach.
67. That's
Doug says, I bet she's a fun drunk.
Me?
Yeah.
The best. If I'm not hitting on you, I'm making you laugh. Let's put it that way.
Allison Henderson says, I love that show, The Americans.
Yeah, that's up there.
Doug says, I bet. Jessica Marak says, well, smiley face. Jessica Marak says, hey, Jenna, hope you're well, with a smiley face. Erica Wedding King says, very cool piece, Lance. Margie Lucy says, 2016 was a hard year for some of us. Hope 2017. Hope 2017 brings us a happy one. I'm going to come back to that. Lori K is asking if gym membership is necessary for weight loss.
No, nothing is necessary for a weight loss. Let me be very clear. You don't need time, you don't need space, you don't need money, you don't need equipment, you don't need
All you need is thinner and 30.
Well, Thinner and 30 for weight loss is great. That's my book. But you have everything you need. You need to want to do it. You need the will to do it. And you need to get started. Just do it, basically. There are 10 billion different short workouts, little workouts, beginner workouts, easy workouts, medium, hard, difficult, insane, beast workouts online. If you literally Google workout. If weight loss is the only thing you care about, then get my book. It's got fitness tips and weight loss tips in it. Thinner and 30. If you just need some exercise to do in your living room, then go online and find literally anything, anywhere. I'll give you a tip. Tell me what you like to do and what your athletic set is, and I will. I'll put something together for you.
Doug says, love her smile. The smiley face emoji was made from her smile.
Doug, God, I think I love you. What are you so afraid of?
Margie Lucy says, I was in the middle of reading this one. 2016 was a hard year for some of us. Hope 2017 brings us all of us a happy one, and to you guys a successful show.
Thank you.
Doug says, come to Houston. Allison Henderson says, I love that painting.
This is Lance's. You can go on our eBay page and you can actually
It's
buy
now
it.
going to be somebody else's.
When is the bidding done?
I think it's like 5 more days, right?
What is it? Can I ask what it's up to? Or
It's like $410.
I think it's more than that. If you go on my eBay page.
So I saw
You
it
can have
last. Jeanette Marichan says, so good to see you, Jenna. You look amazing.
Thank you.
Brian O'Neill says, very beautiful, ma'am.
Thanks, Brian.
Julian, who I apologize to again, says, Jenna, I'd like to give you 2 lucky pennies for good luck.
Thank you. I'll take those lucky
And
pennies.
he asks, how is your day going? How is your day going?
My
Yes.
day's going great. I could definitely use a cup of coffee. I just feel like this is the time.
Oh, we
I
need to
want
get
one.
the,
I know. How far would it take me to run, get coffee, and come back?
a few minutes? Not so bad. You do have that Keurig machine we need to get.
We gotta
going.
get that up and running. I gotta get
Yeah.
you some almond milk.
Oh, for yourself. You have to get you some almond milk.
I have to get me
I have to get you
almond
some
milk.
space in the refrigerator. I'm
And
allergic.
some counter space for the.
Are you gonna get coconut almond milk? I hope, right?
No, you don't. You can't have coconut.
I can't have almonds either. Yeah.
Good point.
The Chief Raz says, Jenny, you are a great role model. Annie Marie +4 says, what do you think about the ketogenic diet?
Ketogenic diet.
Ketogenic.
We were talking about that. Let me talk about diets as a whole. I think they're that one especially is very, very hard to maintain. It's trying to balance out your ketones. You can't do it for the rest of your life. I mean, it's near impossible. So I would rather you stick to something that you can do, which is a lifestyle thing. People laugh at it, but I gave Lance a lifestyle thing for my book, and it worked for him. And one tip really stuck: no simple carbs after 6 p.m. You're not counting anything, you're not measuring anything, you're not watching anything, you're not doing your macros. There's no percentages. It was just one simple tip, right? And that tip actually helped him lose weight. So sometimes we get so focused on these ridiculous diets with the counting and the measuring and the cups and the ounces and it's too much for me. I'm not a thinker. I'm just a doer for the most part.
Connor, can you check the sound on Periscope? Somebody's saying they couldn't hear. And on that note, actually, Kristen Jerry Lee Winchester says, Thinner and 30 definitely works. Lost 30 pounds lost with Thinner and 30.
Wow!
Gives you clap hands.
Thank you. That's awesome. Good for you.
Okay, and Julie Mundy says, Jenna, I want to work out, but my feet hurt all the time.
Why? Can you swim? Can you bike?
RP Undertaker says, running daily is the best diet.
Some people can't run. That's why I bring up all these other.
Mary Moet 78 says, any suggestions on how to overcome a major weight plateau?
You gotta change what you're doing, right? You'll have to change. You gotta change your life. So whatever it is you're doing has stopped working. You gotta try something else. Sometimes your body will lose all this weight and then say, okay, hold on a second. Let me just need to figure out what the hell is happening here. So give it time and don't lose focus and don't lose patience. You're doing great.
Mitchy Pitch says, Jenna, my thyroid is off from having a baby and I'm having a hard time losing weight. What do you suggest?
My thyroid was a little low after having the baby, so I actually went to a doctor and they got my levels back up with supplements, with medicine, and now I'm back to normal. So I'm not sure.
So what you're saying is go see your doctor.
Maybe.
Okay. Al Fab says, hi, happy holidays. N Martin 3 says, hello from California. You are so inspiring, and I joined Weight Watchers, down 9 pounds now and starting to try some of your workouts.
Cool. Thanks.
All right, I think we are caught up.
Well, good.
All right, so we're going to take a break. We're going to come back with some bracket stuff.
Yeah.
And we'll see you in a few.
All right, perfect. Which one are we doing?
We can do both brackets.
Both what? Oh, book.
Both